Hi, friends. It's me again, Miss Jones, and we are going to be wrapping up our lesson on theme today. So, to get started, I want you to know that today we're going to be reading stories about a traveler and adventure. And then after that, we're going to summarize it. So, if we're looking at the learning target, we can see that summarizing a literary text will help you to identify important characters, events, details, and themes in the text. So we can can use these to help us guide, okay? So let's think about the story Little Red Riding Hood. And in Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf who was dressed as the grandmother tricked Little Red Riding Hood. In my summary, I'd include a sentence about how this fairy tale teaches that appearances can be deceiving. All right. So we're going to look at read. When you summarize a story or drama, you briefly retell the important details in your own words. A good summary will include the main characters, setting, events, and themes of the story. We're going to read the story below, identify important details, and ask ourselves which details you would include if you were retelling this story to a friend. All right, here we go. The Legend of Mulan. Beloved daughter, said the old man, do not do this. The young woman shook her head. You are too old to serve. My brother is but a child. I am the only one fit to fight. And so she put on men's clothing, left her village, and joined the army. At first, the soldiers teased her. The boy is so short. No hair on his face. No strength in those arms. And all they said was true. But she was stubborn and cunning. Her will and her wits won their respect. Soon the soldiers realized her bravery and her brilliance in battle. For 12 years she fought alongside the men. But then the war ended and the soldiers brought her home. After greeting her family, she disappeared in their house. Shortly, a woman in a dress emerged. Who are you? Asked the soldiers. Where is our fighter? I am Hu of Mulan, she said, and you are my brothers in arms. All went silent. Then one soldier smiled. Others joined in, and then the army let loose a cheer like none the village had ever heard before. Let's think. I want you to take your time and read through this selection on your own. While you're reading it, think about the characters, the setting, who tells the story, important events, and then we need to figure out the theme. I think we're ready to get started. Which details from the story should be included in a summary? Use the chart below to list important details. Then use those details to write a summary that includes the story's theme. So I need help here. I want us to look at the characters. Who are the characters in the story? The main character is it correct to say Mulan? Do you think it might be someone else? Okay. So we're agreeing that Mulan is our main character. Who else was there with Mulan? Let's think about the beginning of the story. I'm going to say her father. He was in the beginning. And then who are all the friends that supported her at the end? Her fellow what? Her fellow soldiers. Awesome. Now we're going to look at the setting. Where did this story take place? Mulan's, where were they? In the village? And also the army. Yep, those are two of the settings. And it's asking who tells the story, and it is a third person narrator. So now we're going to look at some important events that happened in the story. Mulan says she is the only one in the family to fight. She dresses. How does she dress? She dresses as a man and joins the army. Can we stop and think about why does she have to dress like a man? Maybe because back then women were not allowed to be a part of the army. Okay. At first, they tease her. But she earns their respect. How long was she gone? That's correct. After 12 years, she returns home and reveals that she is what? A woman. At first, what happened? At first, the soldiers were what? They were surprised. But then they cheer. All right. We have one more section left, and that section is the theme. They want us to know, we want to be able to figure out what the theme is for this story. So, the theme. What do you think the theme is? People should be judged. People should be judged by their what? Actions. And not whether they are a male or female. Judge people by their actions. That's some good stuff right there. All right, friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's mini lesson about theme and how looking at the characters, the setting, who's telling the story, and the events can help us to find out what the theme is. See you next time.